Today, two teams hailing from the AFC. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the LA Chargers. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from SoFi. Ashton Doolin now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And leading them, the 6th overall pick, entering his 7th season here in the NFL. Out of Duke, Daniel Jones.
He was the 6th overall pick of the New York Football Giants, but he fell just shy, Kate, of 6 full seasons with New York. Remember, a mid-season release led into the Minnesota Vikings a season ago. Now he hopes to take all that experience, the ups and the downs, the peaks and the valleys, to make the most of this situation in Indy.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and just 2 to go. They go again with Taylor. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led up by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Herbert's one of these rare quarterbacks that when he is on, he makes this game look effortless and easy. Part of it's his throwing motion that's crisp and clean with great power, and it's also an athleticism. He'll make you pay with his legs, too. Man, he is just a joy to watch.
Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Motion man sent left. Dive play straight ahead. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. On the play fake, it's Herbert. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Chargers will have a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Remain cracked with the play defensively.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Herbert from the gun. Connects with his back, Kimani Vidal. And this one only manages the yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On third down, Herbert. That one's good to McConkey. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from this man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
First down from the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly: sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Going the wrong way. It's second and goal now, back at the 12. Another try following the sack. This throw is caught. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Doolin. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Colts with their offense out, their second drive coming up. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Working from the gun, here's Jones. Escapes the pocket. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
The Colts ready for the punt. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. Jukes out a one-stop. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The Chargers get their offense set for their 2nd drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Brought in right side. And all we can do is get that to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to manage a lonely yard on that drive up the gut. Like so many before him, he's brought down by DeForest Buckner.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Completed over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. He manages a gain of 8 there.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Running with Vidal out of the gun. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Play action now for Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 29 yards, and the Chargers will have a first.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Handoff now out of the gun. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you could be a Pro Bowler.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And he has the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers take a 13-0 lead. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A quick 2nd score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of the this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14. Colts nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Colts offense set to head out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First call here coming from the shotgun. He'll start on the ground. Taylor. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. On a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Taylor again. Juke the defender. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
8-yard pickup. First down, Indianapolis.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
A gain of 20. First down, Colts.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during a game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run. That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Chargers bringing the pressure, and they got him! And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Blitz coming for Jones. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. Our score, 14-0. We're back to SoFi right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. And facing fourth down, they're leaving the offense out there. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Herbert now. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
And the Chargers, first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, ball at the 36. Home back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he can met near the lines, limit the gain to a yard. Pretty Pay there to take him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second and 8. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Lone back gets the handoff. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down, and they go right back to it. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. He brings it in. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Going the wrong way. It's second and goal now, back at the 12. Here's Herbert. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 20-zip lead. Len McConkey with a touchdown. Well, he definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers stretch their lead to 21.
Chargers 21. Colts nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Doolin. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 now. Here's Jones. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Jones now to throw. He's going to be caught by Tyler Warren. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Here's Jones to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
A gain of 5. First down, Colts.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. This one falls incomplete.
Hey, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26. To throw, here's Jones. It's a completion of Michael Pittman Jr. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Working inside the red zone. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts start to fight back with their first points of this game. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Michael Badgley on to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts get it back to a 14-point game. On to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Chargers send a wide receiver, Lad McConkey, set for another drive. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game because this one's quickly mopped up, too.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case, a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Herbert from the gun. This is cut downfield by Allen. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. It's a gain of 22. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. There's a dive up the middle. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Back to the well again. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Vidal. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Running it now out of the gun. He finds space into the red zone. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. They get 22 on that one. And it brings up an LA first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Chargers. Looking at 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motioning left. Back-to-back carries here. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They give it to him again. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now Herbert to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers stretch their lead to 21.
7.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Gould on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the half. That's enough time to put something together. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Left side pulled in by Pittman. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Catch made over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing from the gun. Pittman's got it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. To throw again, it's Jones. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Just hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Badgley on to kick this one away. Darius Davis to return it. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Chargers and receiver Keenan Allen making their way back out. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home. And it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
So on fourth down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. They've got first down from the 31. They go play fake with Jones. He lofts one deep, center of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's second down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Second and 10 now. Jones. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Colts.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
On first down, Jones. Going with a screen to Taylor. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Again, Jones to the air. Puts this underneath to Taylor. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Jones going to throw again. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They go again with Taylor. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Pistol now for Jones. Quick slant taken in by Pittman. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
It's a gain of 10.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Finds him quickly on the RPO. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts start the second half with some needed points. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Badgley for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts get it back to a 14-point game.
28, Colts 14.
Badgley on to kick this one away.
Set to kick off.
On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chargers and receiver Keenan Allen making their way back out. That last touchdown given up cut their lead to 2 scores as they get started here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Another carry for him. His progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Setting him on the dive. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
3rd and 4 coming up now. To the air this time. Herbert finds him over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Chargers will have a first.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. Running with Vidal out of the gun. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Blown back to the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Chargers first down. First and 10.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
First down, ball at the 36. They'll run it from the gun. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Right up the gut. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They'll come up 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Herbert has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Herbert from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Protection is always tested against a blitz, especially with all the different ways the defenses today disguise them. Couldn't quite account for the number of rushers that time, and it ends just how you expect. The quarterback needed a little help to get picked up off the grass.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Dicker connects there, and that makes this a 3-score game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Doolin. Jukes one defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. Starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the 27. He'll try and run this, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Daniel Jones on the scramble. The tackle made at the 30.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down, ball at the 36. Here's Taylor from the pistol. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Gameday on the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Now here he goes. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Colts.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
On first down, it's Jones to throw. Oh, he's going for it again. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
And the Colts first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Jones searches from the pocket, and this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
This defense has left its imprints all over the quarterback, and there's another one. You really can't hold it that long after the snap, Kate. It's 1,001, 1,002, and then somebody's on their way to getting you and dropping him for a sack.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's got him that first down as he hits the deck safely. They're going to be looking at 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Indianapolis.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
First down from the red zone. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Badgley for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts cut the lead down to 10.
21.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Connects on the crosser. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Blown back, gets the handoff. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He scoots down inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
I think it's so easy for us up here in the booth or sitting on the couch watching at home wondering why. How do those guys fall for that misdirection? But on the field, that play happens so fast and the execution so high for that offense to get a big-time run.
And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Back to the well again. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
45-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one's nabbed by Allen. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Gain of 4 yards. That's another Chargers 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
first down. And they will be on the verge of a touchdown here, partners. He pushes this down to the 5-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Working inside the red zone. And they will score. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. A fourth for him in this game, and one more ties the record. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The Chargers take a 3-possession lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to put it away. On the return, here's Doolin. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Chargers bringing the pressure, and they got him. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for a 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Trying again, following the sack. Hits him on the in route. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
The Chargers into a nickel set, 3rd down. Jones now to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
1st down throw by Jones. Left side into the hands of Warren. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down, ball at the 36. To throw again, it's Jones. Over the screen to Taylor. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. To the air once more. Here's Jones. He's going to tuck it and run. And not much doing. He's stopped quickly.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Pressure comes, Jones. Short pass brought in. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He finds him beyond the marker, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
On 1st down, Jones. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he'll go down here, covers up nicely after a gain of 7.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To throw, here's Jones. Now here he goes again. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Jones looking to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Colts trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Now Jones. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And back-to-back sacks have these guys suddenly staring at 3rd and goal.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
3rd and goal for Jones. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completed over the middle. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them. Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate, they can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They're going to pass it here. Finds a man right side. And he's brought down after a short gain. So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.